Alrighty, so today we are going to be using Rudeus on a 15 million box CC account. We are on Gon's account, so shout out to him for letting me use his account. Of course, he is a really high tier player. I think he has the 4th best account on Global, which is just absolutely insane. You can see he's almost at 15.5 million box CC. Just absolutely wild. So yeah, we're going to be messing around with Rudeus today because I've already done a free to play ish sort of showcase for Rudeus and for Ghislaine. The Ghislaine video for like on this whale account should have gone up earlier today, so if you want to, go ahead and head over and check that out. But before we hop in, I do want to say, if you're new to the channel or anything, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, before we hop into the video, like the PvP matches, I do have a sponsor for the video, so feel free to check it out and support me and the channel. So yeah, let's hop in. This video is sponsored by Factor. Factor makes ready-made meal kits that get delivered straight to your door, but most conveniently, it takes all of the mess and prep out of the equation. With a rotating menu of over 27 different meal options with add-ons like smoothies and desserts, there's a little something for everybody. They even have different meal preference choices like keto, calorie smart, vegan, or vegetarian, which are all dietitian approved, which means you have tons of different healthy options. So grab yourself some heat and eat chef quality meals or some smoothies by going to the link in the description or the pinned comment, or go to go.factor75.com and use the code FACTOR36382 for 50% off your first box and 20% off your next 4 boxes if you're wanting to stay with the subscription. I want to once again thank Factor for sponsoring this video and you for your support, but anyways, let's hop right back into the content. Alrighty, so we are using the human team. I'm not particularly a fan of using Roxy, to be honest, just because I genuinely think that if you're going to use Rudeus, more than likely you're going to end up having enough CC, or like enough damage on your character if you crit, that it's not really going to matter if you get off the Roxy passive or not, because if you kill without the Roxy passive by critting, then you didn't even need the Roxy passive to begin with, and if I don't crit, I don't get the Roxy passive off. So there is quite a bit of, a conundrum there. So we'll kind of just see how it goes. Getting a good amount of damage out on the melee turn 1 here. We are getting up some decent magic orbs. I just need to use 2 more attacks before we single target with Rudeus, which he is on an attack crit damage set if I'm not mistaken. So I think he might die here. I don't know if he was using a melee card or not. Okay, he did not use a melee card. That's actually really good for me, just because I can actually try to get some better damage off here. I really want to make sure that the melee dies first, and then let's try to use a... Is there any way for me to use... Let me do it like this, so that way I get a level 2 card. I'm missing a ton of HP, so the Flood isn't going to do great here. I'm just not really a big fan of the Flood cards, to be honest, but there's nothing I can do about it, really. So we are disabled on Escanor, actually. I forgot about that, so luckily we did kill there. That would have been really bad. But max orbs means I get an extra amount of crit chance, and I get a really a really nice extra damage dealt boost, so that's also really good. Obviously, you can kind of see the conundrum. We crit, we did 340k damage. That was, of course, way more than the character had HP-wise, so we killed with the crit, but there wasn't a point in having Roxy on the team. You know what I mean? So I might end up changing this team up a little bit as we sort of play with Rudeus here, but yeah. I'm just it just doesn't make too much sense to have Rudeus sort of on the team doing his thing like this. So this is also a Flood card. I'm interested to see if I can just delete the Cusack off the field, which these are both AoEs, actually. Maybe I should have just went for the Zeldris, but we'll be fine. I think I'm going to go ahead and move on because these are obviously 2 pretty easy to kill characters. Alrighty, so it looks like we have, surprisingly, another sort of Roxy team, which I don't really ever see Roxy's on Global, to be honest, at least now that her banner has gone away. So kind of interesting to see, but I'm interested to maybe... I really want to try and get some easy damage off on a character before Rudeus starts taking damage, because I know that's really going to be kind of the conundrum. There's a lot of AoEs in the meta right now, and the odds of Rudy taking damage before we can really get good flood damage out is pretty high. So ideally, we just need them to not attack Rudeus, but in what world is that even going to happen? So yeah, I don't know for sure. We could potentially try to put on a taunt unit, but I don't... Well, we could use... I guess Excalibur Arthur has a taunt, and he's a human, so he won't actually mess around with Rudeus's passive too much, which is good. Roxy dies here, unfortunately, and we do take some decent damage on the Rudeus, so I'm not thrilled about that. Okay, well, I gotta say, so far, I'm really not a big fan of Rudy, but, you know, I guess it is what it is. I can't really do anything about that, so... pull really bad cards as well, so that's always great to see. I don't know if Escanor can kill here. No, he cannot. So we actually lose that match. Kind of crazy. But then again, the human team is basically just like glass cannon build, like all damage, no anything else really. So let me change the team around. I'm gonna get rid of Roxy. I don't think she's very helpful. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty, so now we have Arthur on the team. Of course, we're going to end up going against a Fraudrin here, which is not really good. I now can't use basically any of my cards. This is not good. I really just need to stall for a turn. I don't have anything I can do without killing the Fraudrin, so... I just have to move for the moment, which is okay, I guess. We'll see how it goes. We pull extra Rudeus cards, but the big issue there is we're not going to have a whole lot of orbs to really get the damage off. We might be okay to try and go for a kill on somebody, but I'm pretty doubtful, to be honest with you. This is actually, like, my team is not built for this. So let's go for... We have really good HP, so I'm just hoping that I can... I don't know, man. Let's do this, and then the level 2 is going to do more damage, so we'll try this. I'm not 100% sure on this. Okay, 169 is not bad at all. 211. Okay. Well, I might be fretting over nothing. No. Okay. Well, I got a single target. That's really good. I think best case scenario, depending on the cards he uses here, best case scenario is we can try to kill the melee while also popping Fraudrin with our AoE card, and then the single target on Escanor, hopefully. I don't know about this. This is going to be a really tough call, I think. Which, Escanor's already got his ultimate regardless, which he doesn't have it in hand. I got to play this smart, and I'm not sure I'm smart enough to play this smart, so let's do... Oh no, I think I've already screwed it up. No! See, teams like this are just too much thinking for me, and I am obviously... Oh, and it didn't kill, and then the stupid auto command used a stance card. So that is... Well, he only drew one ult. Unfortunately, it's the one that has true magic on it, so that's not good. I think I've lost, unfortunately. That... Man... The Fraudrin kind of screwed me there. I just didn't have enough time. I do have a level 2. Maybe. There might be a chance I can come back. I kind of doubt it, to be honest. I can use 2 Escanor cards. Having the 6/6 on Escanor is so insane. It's so good. It's ridiculous, actually. Okay. Okay. I guess we go double AoE, because, I mean, what else am I going to do? He has damage cap on melee. I don't know what the damage cap even is on melee, to be honest. Okay, so he's also 6/6, which is really bad for me, because even though I'm taking off 1 stack here, I kill my... Yeah, he wins, because there's no way he doesn't kill Bon here. And even if he uses 1 card, he'll have 2 stacks left, which means I do 1 card, which means he has 1 stack left. It's just... Ah, man. You know, it is what it is. That happens. Alright, we got another match here. We have a demon team, which is good, because that means I'm not going to have to deal with Frowdren. And my little brain won't hurt too bad. We have an extra Pierce card. Or, not an extra, but now a level 2. I'm really tempted. I'm going to see... I think my issue is I'm putting too much stock into the fact that I want to have high orbs on Rudy, but I don't think I need them. Like, I mean, obviously having more orbs is better, but this damage speaks for itself. 250k without a crit, is it really good? Obviously that was with a level 2, and I just drew another one, which is great for me. I think I'm just putting too much, like... I think I'm stalling too much is what I'm trying to say. Like, if I stall too much, then it's just I'm gonna take more damage. I'm not gonna do as much because I'm not gonna have enough HP to help the flood, stats. I don't think I need to go for as many stacks as I'm thinking I need to. So let's just try to go for... Ooh, I can't infect without... Is it anytime a character uses a skill or attacks? Human ally uses a skill, you gain 1 orb. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. And then let's do this. So this gives me a stack. This gives me a stack. And then I'm still full health. Ooh, 228. We were literally so close, which I'm not going to fault that. Chandler has a ridiculous amount of HP. So, at least we get to see the ultimate here, because I don't think there's any way he can get to me because of Arthur, which is, I think, a smarter move. I think Arthur's the way to go. I don't think Roxy's going to help me as much. So, this gives me 3 extra magic orbs. I know my camera's in the way a little bit, so let me read it. Applies 3 magic orbs on self, increasing damage dealt by 30% per magic orb. Then inflicts damage equal to 525% of attack on enemies. So, let's try to do just 2 of these, because they're going to give me stacks, and they're not going to do too much damage. And then I'll already have a couple of orbs on me. This will actually max me out on orbs, right? Because I get 2 orbs from this. The ult gives me 5 orbs, which gives me the extra increased crit chance and damage dealt. So, this should be huge. Yeah, okay. 1.7 million. And Chandler still had that huge HP buff, so that's honestly awesome. I can dig it. That was really, really good. I like that. Okay, moving on. Okay, so we have another demon team, which is fine. I think the demon team is just pretty normal. I think I'm pretty happy with how this team works. I'm honestly, I hate to say it, I'm not too big of a fan of Escanor in this scenario, to be honest. I don't think Escanor is really that good, just for this team in general. So, let's just do this, see if we can kill turn 1. I'm kind of just curious more than anything. So we put the Infect on. Estarossa has the Tarmiel link on, so we just get some extra damage out here. And then I don't think there's any way that he... With him having that much HP, there's no way he survives that, right? 152. That was almost as much as Escanor did after his Scorch damage went off. So, honestly, pretty impressive in of itself. Get a level 2 Flood card, which is really good for me. It feels like every time I draw an extra Pierce card, or Flood card, it's always an additional one on top of it, so it always merges into a level 2. But that's obviously just luck. I think we kind of do kind of the same thing. We can... Ooh, he's going to proc Holy Relic here, actually, which is really good for me. So that's actually really cool. I don't know if there's a good point in stancing with... Well, I mean, he's probably going to attack him anyway, so let's just go for the Flood AoE, or not Flood, the Infect AoE, and then let's get rid of the Estarossa because of the stacks, and then that should actually save our Arthur from dealing with encroachment and getting absolutely one shot, so... Good damage here, which honestly, I don't know, the Escanor, he's on HP defense, of course, he's got 70k CC, but I don't really think he's doing much for the team without being like on an attack crit set. I guess we could swap him and it wouldn't be a big deal, but I kind of want to see if we can maybe go for a little, like something a little bit more supporty. Maybe I swap it up for the last match, and we swap over to somebody instead of Escanor. Because I just don't really think Escanor's doing much for me here. If I go for another support character, potentially, I could maybe get some good, you know, some extra damage off. Which, I don't know, Escanor's kind of helping me secure early damage to kill turn 1. So, yeah. What's the ult looking like here on just 2 units? Probably not going to be anything too crazy. Maybe like 1.2? 1 mil. Okay. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Alrighty, so we have a demon team, which is good, because I swapped to Red Brunhild, which might be a weird option, but I figure with the debuffs that we're going to put on here, I can help secure some extra damage really early on, and do more damage with my Rudeus, of course. So, we're just going to put some stacks on, get some early, you know, weak point damage out, which is really good. 189 is not bad at all, and then hopefully one shot. Oh, not quite there, actually. Maybe I should have been... I don't know why I used the Arthur card there. I should have definitely used the Infect on Rudy, I think. That, that definitely was a bad play on my end. Not a fault of the team, I don't think. But, still, everybody targeting Arthur, because why not? Obviously, it's a bot thing, but it's fine. He did put an Infect on me, so my Brunhild will actually do extra damage here. Who's your Tarmia link on? Was it on your melee? Okay, you don't even have it. Okay, so that's, I guess, good for me. Let's just do extra damage to your Estarossa then. I don't think we kill here. Which, the Infect card actually doing really nice damage, I have to say. If that would have killed it, would have been awesome, because we could have potentially did 2 attacks on the Estarossa and got rid of our stacks, but yeah, not quite enough there, which not really close at all. Escanor in the back is weird. No Rudy cards, man. Come on, man. I guess best case scenario, we get a lot of orbs on him, so that way when we do draw a card, we'll be good to go. Is that gonna proc? Oh, he didn't quite proc the Holy Relic there. That's unfortunate, because this is definitely gonna kill. If he would have did a little bit more damage, it would have been better for me, which is kind of weird to say. Hoping for some Rudy cards here. No way I don't get Rudy cards, right? Like, it'd be absolutely wild. Anyway, like I was saying, that was not what you would call good. Like, I guess I get more stacks on Rudy, though. It is what it is. Okay, well, not really the greatest match to end off on, I would say, because I don't really get to do anything with Rudy, but, oh, and it went for Escanor, which, I mean, I'm not afraid of the Zeldris ultimate, to be honest. There's some Rudy cards, finally. It is a weak point, so I guess it's good that he debuffed there. So this was a real player by chance? So, not a whole lot. Okay. Let me go for... I mean, I don't really have any need to Infect, I don't guess. Unless you have... Okay, you don't have Tarmia Link on him. Let's do... this. Why not? Because, I mean, we don't need any more stacks, necessarily. So, does this kill? Not quite, okay. And then, what are we looking like here? Okay, 213. It's on a level 1, so I'm still pretty impressed by that. I guess it is what it is. I definitely think that I was waiting too long to use Rudy cards. If there's anything to take away from this, it's that you don't necessarily have to wait for, like, 4 or 5 orbs to do an attack, because you're going to end up screwing yourself more than you're going to do good. So definitely don't wait too long. But overall, pretty impressive. I didn't really enjoy using him too much in the free-to-play showcase, but that could have been because I was relying too much on the orbs. So Either way, we're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We should be back later on this week for a Roxy showcase. We're obviously time-gated a little bit on the Holy Relic for that one, so I'll make sure to do a free-to-play showcase on my account, and then we will see if we can hop back on Gon's account really quick sometime later this week and try to test her out with the big CC. So yeah, shout out again to him for letting me use the account. It really does mean a lot. I'm always baffled by the amount of people in the community that are willing to let me sort of mess around and, you know, showcase stuff. But very, very cool. Honestly, you guys in the community, super sick, super cool people. But either way, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. We got more stuff coming up this week, and I'll see you later.